It's Wednesday, so you know what time it is. It's chasing gazillions, not the same as making millions. Wednesdays with Fernando and Anthony and our special guest. First of all, you all know and you can see Fernando's not here because he's like Waldo. He's always traveling. He's somewhere. So Fernando is not going to be joining us tonight. You just got me. Fortunately, though, I have two outstanding guests who are going to keep me in check and keep me from droning on for the next 2 hours because they got some very important information they want to share with you. Apologize for the delay. We had some technical difficulties getting here or started. I don't know what happened. Why it didn't let us in, but we're in now, and so we're going to get started. Ladies, welcome to Chasing Gazillions. Not to say making millions, just two real estate professionals kicking the tires. Here on our platform, we bring in subject matter experts like yourself who talk off the dome. It's unscripted. It's live. This is going out streaming right now across my Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. I don't know if Twitter's still out there. This might be X now, but it's out there, and it's being recorded. So after we're done, you can post it to all your social media. But the key here and what we've done for this is season 2. Episode 22, right? And what we do is we bring in people who talk about what they know, what they do, and how it impacts the real estate community. So we talk to lenders, appraisers, real estate professionals, people off the street, you name it, we talk to them. They come in and we have a great time. And so it's open conversation. We just kick it around. So we want you, it's about you, and we want you to come on, introduce yourself, tell everybody who you are, and then we're going to just take it from there. Now, I will tell you, tonight's topic was how to run a successful real estate business and make $2 million.
Okay.
Right? No pressure.
Okay.
Right.
No pressure. So come on, Elise, jump in here. Okay. I'm going to jump in where I fit in because as you all, well, the audience doesn't know, but well, I'll let you talk about REProhet and then I'll work it in the sponsorship and all of that going from there. So the floor is yours, dear. Come on.
Okay. Well, first, thank you so much for having us on your show, Anthony. We're so happy to be here. Thank you. And Danielle, thank you for being here too. First of all, I guess I just want to talk about the fact that REProhet is a web-based accounting software that's built for real estate agents by real estate agents. And it's specifically built to be simple, to be automated, and to take the manual labor out of entering data on a spreadsheet, because if you're a realtor, you might not actually want to do accounting on a regular basis, but you have to, because becoming a realtor means you're an independent contractor. You have taxes to pay. You have deductible expenses. You're a boss and you have to run your business like a boss. And that's what REProhet is for. So we really love to be able to work with realtors firsthand, work together on getting them on a profit and loss that they feel comfortable using, a profit and loss that coaches to them because it has a red light, green light system that basically tells them, hey, you're off model, you're out of budget. It leads with revenue, it leads with profit. You're not looking at your closed volume and your GCI and saying, hey, I'm doing great. You're looking at your revenue and your profitability. And then you're leading with reality. You're leading with what your business really is, considering what your expenses are. So we think it's super fun to be able to just take something that's really complicated or can be intimidating or seem like it's going to be hard and try to make it as unboring and as unscary as possible. So you actually want to engage with and get in the habit of looking at your finances and your books, which isn't easy.
Well, at least before we unpack, because you just gave a year's worth of of nuggets there, and I know as a realtor. But before we do that, let's let Danielle jump in here, introduce herself, talk about her role, and then we're going to get into the nuts and bolts here of this online accounting platform.
All right. So, hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. So, what I do at REProhet, I'm a profit assistant, which means that I'm the person or one of the persons who meets with everyone bi weekly. We could do it via call or Zoom, and I help you get your life or your business organized.
Mm-hmm.
So, and this is my role, and that's what I enjoy because I think realtors are persons, they're so busy and they need someone to keep them or hold them accountable. So that's my
Mm-hmm.
job at Ari Profit.
Okay, good. So at least you touched on a lot of things here, and we're talking to the real estate community out here. We're talking to brokers. I sent this invite out to 860 of my closest real estate professionals that I work with here in the DMV to invite them to be a part of this tonight. Hopefully they'll come on. I see some people starting the chat is starting to warm up, and we'll bring them on. But you talked about first, if you're a real estate professional, you're a 1099. You said you're the boss, but you are running a business, and that's something that, as a coach myself, we're always coaching and helping persons in the real estate as independent contractors understand you're running a business. It is a business. And part of having that, and you touched on a lot of things that are close to how we train here at Keller Williams. I mean, you touched on all the buzzwords, what we use about accountability, red light, green light, and often as real estate professionals, we just see the money coming in, the money going out. Do I got enough? But we never really know if we are being profitable.
Yeah.
And having someone, as you say, doing the accounting, holding our monies accountable, just helping us understand where the money is going can have a tremendous impact on your business and your profitability. I want you to talk more to those real estate agents out there about uh, getting the service, utilizing it. What does it look like? Because you're right, it can be boring, can be intimidating. And then we'll swing back to Danielle and what she does, because she also touched on something that's near and dear to my heart, and that is someone else doing it.
Yes, yes. True.
So essentially, I mean, like you said, it can be difficult touching on money. It's a sensitive subject. Money is emotional. Money has a lot around it that isn't just dollars and cents. And people sometimes come from a point of view of the words net, gross, profit, capital. These are all finance words, and they can feel intimidating or weird or scary or just tedious. You look at a P&L and you look at it just looks like gobbledygook and you don't know what it is. But someone told me last week that Gary Keller had said to them, the best financial advice I ever got was to stare at my bank account for 15 minutes every day. Mm-hmm. Just stare at that bank account balance for 15 minutes every day. And that just folds right into the idea of what you focus on expands. So when you start focusing on your money, like the bold law or whatever, like when you start focusing on your money, when you start focusing on your business like it's a business, not like it's a hobby, once you start getting dedicated bank accounts for your business, a credit card, a savings account, a tax savings account, a checking account, and you start running it like a boss, running your business like a business, things start to change. Things start to happen. Yeah.
They do indeed. Danielle, you talked about you're working with the agents. You like working and supporting them. In all full transparency, everyone out there, I subscribe to REProhet. Danielle is my service provider, account rep. My accountant. She is my bookkeeper. And one of the services that they offer is one that I just live by, is that um, Danielle, not only did they go into my online accounts, my Truist, and went into the accounts and pulled everything down electronically and start putting it in, but Danielle is meeting with me every other week. Every other week, she meets with me 15 minutes, more like an hour and a half. Okay, no. no. But you know what, though? She meets with me regularly, and we go in, and the hardest thing I struggle with in terms of accounting is categorizing. Yeah, what's that? Right? When we look, I wasn't even balancing my checkbook, right? Now, my other people do a great job of that. They have their personality. They balance their checkbook. No, money's come in, commissions come in. At least I had some separate accounts. Okay, the income was in here, expenses were there. But what's that? Oftentimes, I'm like, what's that? What is that? And she worked with me and is continuing to work with me. And the system, the tool, as we tell it, oh, that's gas. Oh, that's lunch. Oh, that's a business meeting. Oh, that's owner's profit, and these expenses. It begins to train itself, learn about your spending habits, and now she's creating a P&L. I mean, we talk about you should have your P&L. If you focus on your numbers, keep track of your numbers. I mean, we say it in coaching, we talk to people about it, but really doing it? No. Now with this service, we're really doing it. We're really able to look at my numbers and get an understanding as to, holy shit, 50% of my income is going to McDonald's?
Yes.
No, it's only 37.5%. But the point is, we're tracking it now. And now I'm able to make decisions because I have a clear picture about exactly where the money is going. Danielle, talk to persons who are going to be new to this service about what it's like with a dinosaur guy like me who's been in the business 37 years, and what it's like dragging me across, because I know it feels heavy. I feel for you every week I meet with you. I know I'm not making it easy. I cannot be your number one client. I know I'm like in the bad list, but talk to people about what they can expect, what the experience will be like, what they can look forward to.
So first things first, on our system is so user friendly in that, one, it's based on the MREA model, but apart from that,
okay, everybody on the line might not be a Keller Williams agent, and they haven't necessarily read the Keller Williams Bible, so no acronyms. Say it all out. Okay. Millionaire real estate.
So our categorization is very simple. So even if you're not a Keller Williams agent, it still is logical. So we have things for if you have a desk fee, if you want to put something under equipment and furnishings, like a listing expense, lead gen. We have a ton of things under lead gen, because no matter which company you're with or who's your broker, everyone or each real estate agent uses lead gen. They have to. So I wish we could show you. I don't think
can I share my screen? You can show me. Come on.
Oh, I can share my screen.
On your screen, at least. Yeah, pull it up.
Okay. And just to say, like, we work with agents from every every brokerage that you can think of, we have agents working inside of REProhet using this because it's just a tool that the chart of accounts is based around the classifications inside of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, but it's not
proprietary.
No, and that chart of accounts is just what realtors have as operating.
It's accounting talk. It's what accountings do. Is if you had a bookkeeper, this is what they would be using to keep track of your expenses and income to generate a P&L, a profit and loss statement. Yeah,
it's the same categories that any realtor has, and also there's another element of it that is the fact that it was invented by two realtors. Right. So it was invented by Matt Erdman and Matt Miali. Matt Miali runs the Platinum Award-winning Miali team out of West Hartford, Connecticut. Matt Erdman is the regional OP of Keller Williams New England. And they met at an ALC retreat. They talked at an ALC retreat about how do we make this something that realtors can do? Because, QuickBooks, there's a lot of complexity in accounting software. But the job you have to do is organize your transactions. So like you were saying, Anthony, your transactions fed in from your bank. We have a dedicated third-party API through a company called Finicity, it's a MasterCard company that has over 20 years of experience in the financial software sector. And they basically keep all of your data encrypted on the side of your bank and just feed the data over, like the transactions aggregate into your account like online banking, but it's really secure. But it's all automated, so you don't have to enter anything, which I think, then your P&L, like you said, you can set rules and everything just sort of fills in automatically. Okay, I'm going to share my screen so you can see what this profit and loss looks like. Are you able to see that?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, hold on.
There you go.
Boom. Okay, so this is, when you log in, this is the first thing you're going to see is your profit and loss report. And this is an admin account, so this is not private data. This is just what we demonstrate the software on. Up here in the left-hand corner, this bar is always here. So you're always seeing your year-to-date profit. You're always seeing your year-to-date spend, your expenses, and your year-to-date income. And no matter where you move inside of REProhet, that's always right there, letting you know where you stand. So you can see, like we were talking about, the red light, green light system, where you're in model or out of model. You set your budget to compare performance here. And I don't want to get super boring, but as you can see, when you change your anticipated closed volume for the year, you change your budget parameters, and then that will change your variance, so your difference between what's actually happening in your real estate business and what is budgeted to happen for your goal volume.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah.
And let me see. I see I'm kind of still half showing. I'm covering your screen. I have it on full screen. I hope most of the audience can see this here.
Yeah, I can see.
What about okay, there you go. Yes. What about the entries? We talked about they all come in automatic.
That's right.
They're being pulled in.
So let me.
I love what we do, Danielle, with that when we first do there you go, the review. And she does the little orange and blue box, and that's right. We're editing and then we're setting the parameters.
Yeah.
Take us through some examples of those in terms of cost, tagging them, those expenses, and how in the future, when those expenses come in next month, they're already categorized. Okay,
great. So basically, there's a couple different pieces of this. One is we now have an AI engine that is actually going to do automatic categorization even without any of your input. But there is, what you're talking about is setting a rule. So let's say you searched in the search function uncapped. So an uncategorized transaction. The AI didn't categorize it for us. There's no rule set around it. And the transaction just fed into REProhet. Okay, cool. So let's say you have Max on Main. Okay, that was meal out. It was a team meal. It was a pretty big expense. So if you want to edit this in line, you'll just click that little orange pencil like you were saying. You'll open this up and you'll head down to lead generation meals, because this is a deductible meal expense that was a business meeting, and you're going to go ahead and create a rule around it, because if you spend money on Max on Main on your business credit card, it's always lead generation meals. You're not going to spend, if you have your funds commingled and you might go to Max on Main as a personal expense, no, you shouldn't set a rule. But for the purposes of this example, we're going to hit apply to all. And what that does is actually sets a rule so that every time Max on Main comes in as an expense, it automatically goes into the right bucket. It goes into lead generation meals, fills out your operating expenses. Done.
Done. Exactly.
And
Guys, and this is what Danielle, or someone who's assigned to you, is helping you work through twice a month in your account. Twice a month, you are actually looking into your statements and categorizing the expenses as you go along. And when you're doing it twice a month, it's just 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes. You come in because other stuff has been categorized, and it's just the things that have come in since last month that it didn't recognize. Exactly.
Yes.
Show them the power of the reporting.
Okay, so I'm
P&Ls and pie shapes to show exactly where the percentage of where you're spending the money.
So this is one of my favorite parts, Anthony, is when you head up to reports and you head to, you can see there's a couple different reports. The one I want to touch on right now is the ROI report. To me, this is one of the really special pieces of REProhet, because as a realtor, you know, there's so many different things to spend money on, especially lead generation tools. And so where is your money being effectively spent? How do you find that out? How do you know how your money is being effectively spent? Where do you reinvest? Where do you pull money back? And right now, the market being what it is, every dollar is important to everyone's business. It doesn't matter. Everyone is this is a hard time right now. So this becomes even more central and important. If you take a look at this, you can see every dollar transaction that you have made money from has a source, right? Maybe you got a client and it's sphere of influence. Maybe you have a client from Zillow Premier Agents. Maybe your client came in through Ylopo. Wherever an open house, wherever that transaction, that money you made came from, this report tells you exactly where your money is coming from. So you know where to reinvest and you know where to stop your spend. It shows you your spend and your GCI, and then it gives you your percentage of your return on investment right here. And when it says GAZAM, that just is a comic book word that means an infinite percentage of ROI. So this is a really important business metric that a lot of times, if you're just flying blind, you're spending money that might not be giving you the return that put elsewhere those resources could.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. To be able to identify when you're getting commissions and income, and to know exactly where it's coming from that transaction, and to understand the expenses that are associated with acquiring that assignment, helps me as a real estate professional to know how to deploy my marketing dollars, my dollars in general, into things that are going to give me the highest ROI.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And the way that number, the way that you do that is your profit assistant, myself or Danielle, would basically, when your commission income flows into REProhet in your business account, you would just then head to transaction details. And together, based on the data on your DA, your disbursement forms, however you get this data from your brokerage, you're going to just open up this source information, and the source information is the same list as your lead generation expense list. So that's how the ROI data gets calculated. You pick your source of where this transaction came from, where this client came from. You put your GCI, your gross commission income, which your accountant doesn't care about, but is a really important business metric for a realtor to know how much it costs for you to make your money, right? So you put that GCI in, it's money you never touch, it's split with your brokerage, it's royalty, it's a referral fee. That goes here. And if you're like, what's GCI? We have a little handy dandy thing here that you can check out so that you're not lost while you're doing this. And then when you tab over, your cost of sale is actually going to be automatically tabulated there. And it's not like a magical mystery. Like if we put this in here and tab over, your cost of sales automatically generated. It's just
now what in your world constitutes a cost of sale?
Well, that's a great question. Cost of sale is the money that you only pay when a transaction closes. So you never pay a split to your brokerage if you hadn't closed. You would never pay a referral fee if you hadn't closed. The cost of sale is that money.
So the expense of purchasing signs is not a cost of sale.
That's right.
That's right.
Good job.
See, I'm learning. See, and that's important to know the difference, because we get these acronyms, cost of sales, and then we load it up with everything. Everything that's not income is not a cost of sale. And why is that so important? And how is this tool going to distinguish cost of sales from other expenses? And as a 1099 commission-based running my own business, why is that distinction important? And how is this tool going to help me define and articulate the differences?
Well, that is a really good question. And as an independent contractor, especially once you start as a business person, knowing that money might not be coming into your pocket, that might not be taxable income, but as your business grows, as you maybe even if you started building a team, suddenly it looks like you're generating a lot of income with your team, but for some reason that profit is not there, and it's not in operating expenses. Where is the money leaving your pocket? That it's the money you're not seeing. It's in that cost of sale. This is what can sometimes prevent a team from launching into what it could be, because splits are built in such a way that a buyer's agent, a listing specialist, the way that the money is being produced isn't paying for itself. So this keeps you aware of this dollar amount that you wouldn't track in most other accounting softwares. So when you save this data, when you save that transaction description with the deposit details, you can then move down here and categorize your cost of sales. So Anthony, if something was folded into cost of sale like signs, but that's not technically cost of sale, we can actually subtract that expense so that it shows up where it belongs as a deductible operating expense. So you can pull things from your cost of sale if you donate to charity, when you close out a transaction, if you have your transaction coordinator folded into that cost of sale, we can define those numbers. And you can also break down exactly where each dollar of your actual cost of sale is going as well. So it's kind of a cool tool and a really specific business metric that if you engage with, pays for itself. Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
And did I mention that we have what you call, Danielle? My profit assistant?
Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
And you have a profit assistant who is in her case extremely knowledgeable about not just the tool, but about accounting. And so when we are talking and I am just off the dome because I don't know, it is such a benefit to have someone who does know, and she don't know everything, because there's been times where she didn't know, but she then was able to say, hey, you know what? I have resources I can fall back to to get those answers and support. Talk to the people about what kind of additional support that they can expect to get if they were to subscribe and take on this service. In addition to Danielle, Danielle can't support everybody.
I don't know. She's pretty good.
Yeah,
Danielle,
but talk to them about in terms of company support and other resources that are available to them as they go forward. If they have tax questions, I mean, there has to be a line that I'm sure you all draw to say we are this and we're not that, but there is that gray area.
so just quickly, because I actually want Danielle to answer this question, so I'm going to hand it over to her in a second, but I just wanted to say the important distinction is we're administrative leverage and accountability partners. We're not bookkeepers and we're not accountants. We're not enrolled agents with the IRS. We're administrative support and leverage, and we are your accountability partners in fiscal awareness of your business and making sure that you're logging in, you're looking at your books. I mean, if you're a small business person, I think REProhet in general, like across the board, there is no tax season for a small business person. Tax season is every season. You need to be looking at your numbers every single month to know where you stand in terms of profit, but also to, if you're not paying quarterly taxes and then all of a sudden you're rushing at the end of the year, you're stressed out, you're missing things, you're paying a premium for the service of whatever tax professional you're using. Why do that? This is so easy. Why not just take like the small amount of administrative time it takes, because it does take a second to set up. You have to link your bank accounts. We have to upload the old data to get your year up to date. But other than that, it's like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, I wanted to draw that distinction a little bit, but also just to talk about the fact that it is a simple thing to use and it is something that like most business people should be doing and maybe are not across the board, not just realtors. Like running a small business is hard, and that's what, you know. But okay, wait, Danielle, I'm sorry. I would like to defer to you.
So yeah, in terms of support, we're always available. You can call us, you can text us. We're always available for a support Zoom, and that is our favorite way of connecting with our clients, because in that case, we're able to share a screen. You guys could look at your banking information while we have REProhet up, and we also have a lot of videos that we make available to our clients. So if they have questions or random questions, we're always available to help. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's also really cool, because if you're using most softwares, if you're using like Facebook Meta Business Suite, if you're anything you're using in your real estate business, most of it involves no human interaction. If you have a question, if you need help, if you don't understand how something works, you've got an FAQ, you've got a link, maybe you have a chat bot. REProhet is really a support service in addition to a software. We are human beings who will walk you through anything that you have a question about, and it's literally like fun for us to teach people and to watch people engage and get excited and get interested in looking at their books. And it actually happens, I swear to God, even though it's kind of boring and I know that it's not like the most exciting thing, it does happen. People get excited to have a meeting and talk about things.
I'd like that you describe it as administrative support, and it reminds me of coaching and you talked about the accountability, and that's so critical and so important here for particularly for new agents, been in the business 3 to 5 years. They've made some money, they haven't made a lot. They're on their way. They have heard through other resources, other classes, the importance of getting a handle on their operating costs, their expenses, the money's coming in, and they think, as I did, yeah, when my business is strong enough for me to hire a big accounting firm, right? Then I'll do that. And what I have found since subscribing here. And I've tried a lot of different things. You're right. I mean, they're all out there saying buy this service and it will solve that issue for you. But the one thing I want to share, and you can chime in on this, is the importance of the human element. Having someone there who calls you, schedules your Zoom call, follows up. If you are fortunate enough that you have a business meeting at that time, will reschedule the call. But having someone that's with you makes the difference as you are tackling getting a handle on your expenses and your costs. It has been that way for me. It's been a blessing. It's been a plus to have a human being right here who is operating the tool, and I'm doing my part of just saying, yeah, I don't remember what that is. Oh, I'll find out. And when I find out, and when I get expenses, I find different habits now that are developing. I find myself now taking pictures of my receipts because Danielle says, hey, you can just send that to me. And now that I have somewhere to send it rather than throw it in trash, it's send it to me. So I'll take a picture now. Right. And even if there are tools out here that say, yeah, just scan this up and then it's going to go right into your account. And I tell you guys, having someone else who is responsible and cares about that makes a difference. Wouldn't you agree?
I would personally, if I could. I mean, obviously I'm biased, but if I think about the service level that we bring for the cost, I do feel like we bring a lot to the table for the expense that's involved. And I think probably people would be surprised at how inexpensive REProhet is for what we do and our amount of investment.
Well, you know what? That's a great segue here, Elisa. You know, I don't know. People might think that this show is scripted. It's not scripted. It's off the dome. But let's go ahead and talk about it. We've seen the tool. Let's see. I don't know if I can. Any more of the tool you're going to show me, because I'm going to escape out of this full screen.
Okay, I'll stop. There you go.
Okay, and now I think we are back. Yes, I see you there. Yes, and then okay, so before we go into costs, let me bring in my admin support to let the people know who you are, where they can find you. Okay, just one moment.
Okay.
Okay, here I am.
That was a great transition.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. So now I have, and I keep saying this every show. If there's somebody out there that knows how to run this REProhet thing, and you want to come and give us some support to make this thing go, okay, come help a brother out, please. So right now, I was going to go out online and grab it, but we see your name and we see your director and all. Let's go with right here. What's the best telephone number for someone to call here who says, hey, you know, I'm interested in this?
860
860
937
937
6868.
6868. And what's the best? Let's go with website first. Website. Persons can go to
www.reprohet.com.
www.reprohet.com. Okay, let's see how this works.
Okay. Anthony, what was your first year? Oh, look at you.
Look at
I am so impressed.
there you go. There
Impressed.
you go. But see, if I had some admin support, see, somebody while we were talking, it would just pop up. It would just slide in there. Right?
That was better. That was better. So wait,
You were
Anthony,
saying, what's my first what?
what was the first year of being a profitable solo agent like for you?
You know, it's hard to say because until now, really and truly understanding a profitable year, I can tell you this. I just celebrated 31 years of marriage to my wife, and she's been with me like about 8 years before that. And so I've been a licensed real estate professional since my junior year at the University of Virginia, where I played football. And so I've been out here on this grind. And my wife will tell you, well, we ain't made no money. Every year she's like, yeah, that real estate. Right? Now, I can tell you that in 2017, yes, it was a 16 to 17. No, 17. In 17, I can tell you that I had taken on some property management assignments. I'm also a licensed property manager. And I had a client I was helping buy a lot of multifamily properties. And he had asked me, hey, you know, multiple streams of income, you're doing the investments, also do the property management. And I had taken that on in 17. And by the end of 2017, I can tell you that I was dead broke. So I can tell you that. I can tell you I was busted because that whole taking on that property management thing all but killed me and killed my real estate business. I can tell you I was on bupkis at the end of 17. I can tell you that. So now your question is, but when did I realize I was profitable? Well, I can tell you that there have been years, multiple years, right? With the exception of like last year and maybe last year or year before, something like that. The organization continues to rank me as #1 commercial real estate agent, and they keep giving me accolades, and I keep capping. So, okay, but your question is, when did you become profitable in your business? Now, I can tell you this. There have been some years where I paid, where, I took down a grip in incomes. I mean, I closed some big deals, right? But your question goes to the heart of why we're saying you need this kind of service. I really can't tell you which is the first year that I was profitable. I mean, because some of the transactions take so long to percolate, and then you close them, and then when you look back over the time invested in to close that transaction, and you say, Jesus Christ, did you make any money on that deal? So when was the year that I realized I was profitable? I don't know, but I'm a lifer now. I keep coming back. I look at these numbers. I keep trying to get out of the industry. Hey, if anybody out there is looking, I'm looking for a W-2 all the time. I'm ready, right, to take my skills and talents, W-2 solid. Yeah. I used to be. At one time for 15 years, I was a contracting officer with the General Services Administrator. And yes, got a W-2. I missed that bi-weekly W-2. I'm telling you, I miss it. So, so if somebody's out there, you hiring, So I don't know. I really honestly can't say the year that I was, quote, profitable. But I do realize that going forward, because I've been here with this service, it hasn't been a year. It feels like this has been a good year. Transactions are up. And, so it feels like I'm on my way to a good year. But here's what I do know about this year. That at the end of this year, I know that I will know where the bulk of my income came from and the expenses associated with my business. I will know that because I'm gonna tell you something. And this is just between us, right? I mentioned I've been married 31 years, right? And I'm gonna tell you something. When you on this commission grind, right? And I have 2 children. My daughter is graduated from college. She's in grad school now. In fact, hey, she about to go to settlement on Monday on the purchase of her first house. Congratulations to Eliza. There you go. There you go. And my son, Absalom, is a senior at the University of Memphis College. Okay, they haven't missed a beat. They haven't missed a meal, and they ain't missed no beat. Right? They living, you living, I'm living my best life. They living their best life. I ain't gonna kid you. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. For people out there, you married. I've been married a long time, so I'm not boasting. It's true. If it's true, it's not boasting. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. My lady be getting up in me sometime about, hey, did you bring any money in this household? My kids be at me. I'm gonna tell you, if you run into Eliza, you run into Absalom, they'll tell you off the break. Yeah, Dad, I don't know what he does. No, Mama takes care of everything. Mama takes care of everything. Bowling, what did he do? What he not? He yells. He's always telling us to do something. But what he does, we not sure. So one of the things why I'm so excited about REProhet here is that now I'm going to be able to show exactly to the dime what I contribute from my real estate business to my household. Now, not that money, because in my household, money is not the determinant. I'm not trying to get nobody else's household. I'm not trying to get on nobody's soapbox here. Okay, it's not that show. Okay, I'm not doing that. Right? How you live, how you live. You run your household, how you run your household. I'm not gonna let you get in my household. So it ain't about money in my household. In part because I don't never had none because I've been on commission sales for such a long time. But I said, put that aside. I'm still man here in this household. Knuckles dragging. Okay, fine. Hey, whatever. And I'm just saying, yes, you need to be able to say, I need to be able to say, okay, fine. Okay, I know you can see through me. I got self-esteem issues, and I need to be able to validate my contribution here. And now I'm going to be able to say, hey, no more are we going to be able to say, when we get that, what they send you, the 1040? Is that what it is? That the employees think what is it?
1099?
Yeah, the 1090. See, I don't even know. Somebody else does my taxes. My lady does my taxes. See, so that's why she's got the advantage because she's the CPA. She okay, but she don't handle my tax. Okay. Anyway, she don't do the bookkeeping. But the point is that what happens is Keller Williams sends me a 1099, and every year, except for the year in 17 when I was on Dead Broke, every year Keller Williams sends it, and it always says you made X. We paid you X. And we look at it, we look at it and we say, fuck, what? You paid me this. And my lady's always saying, hold on, dude. That didn't come into this household. I say, yeah, everything I get is mine, is yours, baby. Everything I get, I give to you. What are you talking about? Well, Keller Williams, you need to check that out. Keller Williams said you made how much? And every year I got to deal with, I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went. But this year is going to be different. This year,
Yes.
I'm going to be able to say, when Keller Williams says 1099 is X, I'm going to say, yep, there's the income. And when I get the old, where it go? Where it go? I ain't get it. I'm going to say, right here, see? Because that's what we do, right, Danielle? We got that thing in there,
We do.
house into the household. So again, it's not just about your business, because here's what you need to know about running your business. Having a business and your family is all the same. There is no your family and then there's your business and it's separation. No, it's all in there. You're all in there. The kids, the wife, the family, the business, it's all in there. And so this is just another tool, guys, that is going to help you keep track of what's going on in your business, your expenses, your income. And if you got issues with your spouse about where the money's going, well, now it's gonna help you there too. And I don't know, that might extend your marriage a year. It's gonna extend mine.
Yes. Our REProhet saves a lot of things, including marriages. Yeah.
Including marriage.
Definitely.
Okay, guys. Hey, we coming up on the top of the hour, and we try to never go more than 60 minutes. We like to go 30, have a good time. We never, and we got started a little late. So although we are 4 minutes past the top of the hour, for you all that are on West Coast time and all like that, we're still only 53 minutes into it. I keep track of it. I got this little clock up here. So let me ask you this. Do you got any specials, anything like that? I'm gonna take this one off. Okay, great, that's back. And then to motivate individuals, you're gonna talk about cost. We're 53. We got 7 minutes. Go talk about the cost of this fantastic service, how to get started, the initiation fee, sign up fee, cost, annual, and any special promotions we got.
Okay, so normally the cost for REProhet, there's a $49 onboarding fee. Through anyone who signs up for a yearly account,
And mentions chasing gazillions, not the same as,
and mentions chasing gazillions, they will receive an extended, they're basically going to get no onboarding fee, and basically the service, if you subscribe for a year, is $350 for just the software. So let's say you're already accountable, you know how to take care of your books, you feel comfortable using the software, you get a live one-on-one onboarding with a Profit Assistant, you have tech support whenever you need it, you have full access to the software and the app, and that's $350 a year with no onboarding fee at all. So normally there's a $49 onboarding fee, but through Chasing Gazillions, that onboarding fee is waived. And there's also the service that we've talked about a little bit on this podcast today, which is the Profit Assist or premium subscription. And the premium subscription that you have, Anthony, that for a yearly fee, again, we waive the onboarding fee, and it's $795 a year, waiving the fee for anyone who's listening right now. And if that is something that you're interested in, you can head to reprohet.com and you can submit and you'll get a free trial regardless. And then just let us know that you came to us through
Chasing gazillions. Not the same as making millions.
I wanted to say making millions.
Chasing gazillions is trademark, dear. You fine. Trademark. Chasing gazillions.
Okay. So if you come to us through trademark Chasing Gazillions, we'll adjust your billing so that it reflects the correct pricing. And we also have a monthly subscription if you wanted to pay month to month instead of yearly. We don't waive the onboarding fee there, but it's $89 a month for Profit Assist or $39 a month for the software on its own.
Fantastic. That is tremendous value, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Lisa, Wes, Daniela, REProhet. It's a fantastic company. It's not a public company, is it?
It's not a publicly traded company now.
It's not public trade. Okay, I can't buy any stock in it, but it is worth it. It is endorsed. We are working where we support it. We don't recommend. That's me, Anthony Both. I don't recommend resources that I'm not utilizing. I'm utilizing it to help improve my business. We bring it to you. That's who we bring to you here on Chasing Gazillions. Not the same as Making Millions. Wednesdays with Fernando and Anthony. Okay. So we always got to get that plug in. So we do that because we want to bring to you our listening audience that's growing leaps and bounds all over the world. You would be amazed at the people when we go back and check. Oh, who peeked in and where they're from? I mean, it's everywhere. And so, but we're bringing quality resources to help you and you grow your business, whether it's real estate or real estate related. And so we're so excited, ladies, that you've come on here tonight to share with us about the benefits of this service and how people can get to you. Again, there's your number, there's your website. And
so much, Anthony. This was so
thank
great.
You so much.
Had us. Like, this was really fun, and I hope that everyone who finds finances stressful or intimidating or difficult just gives us a call, and we'll try to make it as fun and easy as possible to get started.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Well, ladies,
Thank you so much for joining us.
That's all we have for tonight. All right. We'll talk with you soon. All the best.
All the best to you. Thank you.
Right. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.